You welcomed me, fed me, trusted me. Because it makes it easier. Every kindness was bait. At night I walk. I take what belongs to you, piece by piece.
You know how some neighborhoods just feel happy? Like you could walk into any house and someone would smile at you, call you by name, share food, laugh like the world owes you nothing. That was my compound in Surulere. Children playing on the dusty street, women gossiping over steaming pots of soup, men teasing each other over small wahala. Everything felt normal, simple, until she came. Her name was Blessing, and I swear, from the first day she walked in, something about her made people trust her instantly. Not like you meet someone and think, she seems nice. No, everyone loved her. It happened one sunny afternoon. I was sitting outside my apartment watching Ada chase after a puppy that had stolen her slipper when I noticed her walking into the compound. She had this kind of presence, you know the one? Calm, confident, yet soft. Long, straight black hair, a smile that made people want to tell her their secrets, light brown skin glowing even under the harsh Lagos sun. She didn't hold a tray or anything. She just walked in like she belonged. "Good afternoon, my people," she said, and you could hear the warmth in her voice. Mama Titi, of course, was the first to respond. "Ah, God bless you, my daughter. Come, sit, rest." And that was it. By evening, she had waved to every neighbor, smiled at every child, and had everyone talking about how lucky our compound was to have her. But like I always say, the sweetest fruit sometimes hides the deadliest poison, and that's exactly what she was. At first, it was small things. Ada suddenly preferred spending time with her rather than me. She helped neighbors with chores, fixed broken taps, gave advice, comforted the sick. People called her a blessing, and maybe she was, in the daylight. But then, strange things began to happen. It started with little oddities. Mama Titi's savings disappeared overnight. I don't mean a little money, I mean everything she had been keeping for 2 years under her bed. She swore no one had been in her apartment, but the money was gone. Then businesses started failing. Shops that had been thriving suddenly collapsed. Children got sick for no reason. Even Ada's school grades, which were always perfect, started dropping. And whenever I tried to speak up, people would look at me like I was imagining things. One night, Kunle and I decided to find out what was really happening. We hid behind a wall, hearts pounding, waiting. Midnight struck, and that's when we saw her. Blessing walked out of her room, but she wasn't the same girl we had welcomed. Her movements were stiff, unnatural. Her eyes, they glowed faintly, almost like they were lit from within. She whispered something under her breath, and then, just like that, she vanished into the darkness. Kunle grabbed my arm. "Did you see that?" he whispered. My voice stuck in my throat. I nodded, unable to even breathe. From that night, fear settled over our compound like a heavy blanket. But confronting her directly wasn't easy. She would smile, laugh, comfort everyone, and still bad things happened. She was there in the daylight, the sweetest girl you could ever meet. But at night, she walked among us in ways we couldn't understand. It all came to a head one evening. We gathered everyone, neighbors, friends, even the children. Kunle finally shouted, "Blessing, we saw you last night." She just smiled slowly. Her smile wasn't the same. It was cold, sharp, almost cruel. "You shouldn't have looked," she said. And that's when old man Musa stepped forward, calm as ever. "In this compound, we call on God," he said, raising a small Bible. Blessing laughed, but it was a low, terrifying sound. "Do you think prayers can stop me?" But we prayed, loudly, as one. We called on everything we knew, every word of protection we could remember. And slowly, she faltered. Her body trembled, her face twisted, her calm, kind smile melting into something dark, evil. And then she was gone. By morning, her room was empty, nothing left, no clothes, no traces, nothing. Sometimes I still look at the children playing, the women gossiping, the men joking, and I remember Not everyone who smiles at you, helps you, or is everyone's favorite is good. Some hide in plain sight, waiting for the night. She was everyone's favorite, but a night witch in disguise.